Hey, welcome to Late Night Football Talk. I'm your host, Nick Manzaro. Today I have Joe with me. Today we're going to be talking about the Minnesota Vikings at the New Orleans Saints. That's a London game. We're going to be talking about Bills Ravens, Pats Packers, Bucks Chiefs, and then we'll go over a couple other games. Enjoy. How's it going, Joe?
Good, yeah. A long day of football. I woke up at 8:30, a lot earlier than I like to wake up on Sundays, but it's all right.
Well, I guess it's better to be there than not be there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It was a London game, though. You know, I always like when they start off with like the national anthem.
Yeah.
And then they do. Wasn't it like the Queen song? I noticed the change. It was "God Save the King."
Yeah, I'm not sure, what the name of their anthem is,
yeah.
but it's the anthem of UK or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
But it was different, you know.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't
Packed
wait till they go to
stadium.
Germany.
Oh, yeah. The Bucks are going there.
Are they? Yeah.
Yeah. I forget. They might be doing Las Vegas. I'm trying to think of who they're facing. No, it's someone else.
Yeah, I'm not
Maybe
sure.
it's Seattle or something. I don't know, but the Bucks are going there. I know that, so that'll be cool. With the booked stadium and everything, the NFL wants to expand. It's only what's best.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you saw how. That's a massive stadium already.
It's a
and then
soccer
it was packed.
stadium, so it's like huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was really cool. And I love how they have on like the opening in the middle. They have all the not confetti, but like the smoke.
Yep.
And they did it when they even did like the national anthem for London or the Great Britain, whatever there is.
Mm-hmm.
They did also the colors of their flag, which happens to be our flag too.
Oh, yeah.
The colors of our flag too. But no, it was really cool. All right, so let's break it down. Let's go with Minnesota Vikings. Let's go with that game.
All right. Yeah.
You want to give some stats on that? Let me get it up too.
Yeah. The Vikings won 28-25. Kirk Cousin was 25 for 38, one touchdown, one interception, 273 yards.
Not crazy good numbers.
No, nothing. Nothing special.
Saints are a damn good defense.
Absolutely. Marshawn Lattimore. He's a top cornerback in the league. So
I keep telling you that, man.
Hey, yeah, I've always liked him. I don't think he's the best. But
He's super physical.
Yeah. Oh man. There were some of those plays.
Always
going to
be a
throwing
battle.
people around. Yep.
That's why some Bucks players get ejected. Mike Evans.
Oh yeah.
He's awesome, honestly. If Ramsey gets more, he gets more of like the press.
Yeah.
But Lattimore is so underplayed. It's because they don't have Breeze anymore.
Oh sure.
That's what
they're not as good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Justin Jefferson. Even though they have Lattimore, Justin Jefferson still went off for 10 catches for 147 yards.
He moves around too much.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
He had a rushing touchdown in the game as well. So, he does everything. Justin Jefferson,
That guy's
he might
awesome.
have had 2 bad weeks.
I think he's slowly becoming, he was already in the top 3.
Yeah.
He's a really young player. Now that Devontae Adams switched teams, I think he's going to be the number 1 receiver.
Yeah, Devontae
Everyone
Adams
going forward is going to call him the number 1.
Devontae Adams is no longer number 1. Now it's Cooper Kupp, in my opinion, and then Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson's giving this guy a run for his money.
Yeah.
Even last year, he was like number 2.
Yeah,
number
absolutely.
3.
Yeah, but I still think, once Cooper Kupp, he still is so amazing.
Well, is it week 10? When's DeAndre come back? Hopkins.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Because, before he left, he was number 1.
Yeah.
He started
He's
slow in
getting
his
older,
career.
though.
But exactly. He's getting older. He's just an acrobatic guy. He'll make insane catches.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's so clutch.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
But
New Orleans, they had Andy Dalton. Jameis Winston was hurt. So Andy Dalton, he played pretty good. He was 20 for 28, 236 yards and 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
He was
117 QBR.
Yeah, serviceable for
that's better than
Jameis.
That's better than Jameis.
Yeah,
Come on.
absolutely. I hate that guy.
How many picks?
Nope, no picks.
Exactly.
That's why he's better than Jameis. He just chucks it and,
Yeah.
So.
That right there tells you who should be the starter going forward.
Yeah. I've always liked Andy Dalton. He always was good with the Bengals. Just could never put it together fully.
He had a better night statistically than Kirk Cousins.
Kirk
Cousins.
Because Kirk Cousins had the interception.
96.1 QBR.
Yep. The Vikings, though, did have that fake punt that they threw for a first down. So it was pretty nice. Their punter was 1 for 1 for 13 yards. So, yeah.
Dalvin Cook, though, 20 for 76 yards.
Yep.
That's not good.
No, he seems to be struggling this year.
Yeah.
I mean, he was dealing with a shoulder injury coming into the game.
Yeah.
So maybe that
And he was
slowed
getting
him down.
slammed.
Yeah.
I mean, so I say that, but I know the Saints D, their line. I mean, how good that line is.
Yeah, Marcus Davenport, Cameron Jordan, they're just monsters.
Leonard Fournette didn't get shit, and he's a bruiser.
Yep.
More on him later.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have too much to talk about this game.
No, I mean it was really uneventful. I mean, it was great. I mean, it was a close game coming down to the wire.
Yeah.
I mean, Will Lutz missed a 61-yard field goal as time expired. Basically, he hit the upright and then it bounced down, hit the crossbar, and it just it fell forward.
The Saints are it's just tough sledding.
Yeah.
1-3.
Yep.
They're not going to go anywhere this year, I think. Maybe with Andy Dalton, they might have a chance.
Yeah.
Stick with him, if you ask me.
Do you know if Jameis is out for
I don't know if he's out
No?
for extended time
Okay.
or not, but
Yeah,
I
I'm
know
not
what
sure
Jameis
either.
is.
Yeah.
Now, Andy Dalton,
Again, Andy Dalton.
I know what Andy Dalton is to a degree, too, but he's never had a team like the Saints.
No.
I mean, Bengals were never close.
They were. They had some really good teams. Like when A.J. Green first came into the league, they were pretty good.
Yeah,
but
I mean, Michael Thomas,
Chris Olave,
and
Kamara.
Yeah, what's his name though? From the Browns.
Oh, Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry.
Yeah,
Jarvis
absolutely.
Landry. Just an overall better team.
Yeah.
And their defense, it's nowhere. He'll get way more chances with that defense.
Exactly, because that's what the problem was with the Bengals. Defense always killed them. He kept them in games. Yeah. Defense killed them, basically.
And then, Burfict, always penalty.
Yeah. Dirtiest player ever, man.
Yeah. No,
he's the one that ruined Antonio Brown.
Probably.
Yeah. That's what they say.
Yeah.
He was never the same after that hit that Burfict put on him in the playoffs.
He was knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. That's a brutal hit. I wouldn't be surprised. I think, wasn't it after that game? Didn't he he did all the videoing and in the locker room and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Pats stomped him. All right. Do you want to go to so you're good with that game, right?
Yeah.
Let's go Bills-Ravens.
Oh, Bills-Ravens.
Okay, so score was 23-20. Bills won.
Yeah.
Bills are now 3-1. The Ravens are 2-2. What do you got? What do you think?
Oh, I mean, that was a great game. I don't know what happened to Baltimore. They were up 20-3 at the halftime, and then they just imploded. Oh no, I guess it was 20-10 at halftime, but they were up 20-3 at one point.
It seemed like such a large gap. The Bills couldn't do shit.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Lamar Jackson still just running like a monster.
They both did. It was like, they need. I don't know.
Well, I didn't even realize Josh Allen had 70 yards.
Yeah, but he was getting hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I mean, they're both of them. Lamar Jackson doesn't have the frame Josh Allen has.
No.
So you don't want him getting hit like that. No. Lamar Jackson's shifty. He should be non-contact when he goes down. But he was getting contact.
Yeah. They did say that he put on 20 or 30 pounds during the offseason, so he's bigger than what he was last year.
Yeah, they talked about that last week too.
You can see it too, and he hasn't really lost a step. But still,
his
you're
throwing's
still
awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark Andrews didn't have as good of a game this week as he had last week.
He still had that clutch. He had a clutch play.
Did he?
Oh yeah, for a first down.
I can't remember because he only had 2 catches for 15 yards.
And I think most of it was on that one play I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No, it was clutch. Dobbins, that guy's all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I saw Justice Hill. He came up limping. He was running on the outside and looks like he hurt his hamstring or something. Ugh. He came up limping. And nobody was around him. And amazing, this guy's still trying to run, hobble down the field to get a few extra yards for them as he's dealing with this, hamstring injury. So I was pretty impressed by that. Most guys would just fall down and be like, hey, I'm hurt. Come get me.
Yeah, I think it all came down to the reason they lost. Lamar Jackson threw 2 picks.
Dude, horrible.
And they were horrendous picks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had one where it was tipped.
Yeah.
Flew up and I want to say what was it? Poyer.
Yep.
Poyer got it.
Yeah, at the line.
Yeah.
Poyer got both of them.
Oh, did he get the one in the end?
Yep.
In the end zone on the bottom right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't blame that. I mean, I do blame
that one's not as bad.
I do blame that on Lamar Jackson. But dude, kick the field goal. You were
exactly
tied. Why are you going for it there on 4th down? Kick your field goal.
So what makes it bad for me is it's delayed and there's too many bodies there.
Yep.
It's like a pick. It's just throw it up and come down.
Well,
with it.
I mean,
and it's not a play that you want to do that.
No, Duvernay was wide open. but Lamar Jackson's running back, 15, 20 yards because he's being chased. And then at the end, he sees him finally while Poyer's running over there. It was just, a bad decision at the time. If you saw him right away, make that throw. But
yeah, it was just
Yep.
I mean, there. I did notice though. What was Allen on that? What did he throw for the day? Let me go to the box score for the Bills. He was 19 for 36, 52%, 52.8% complete, 213 yards. Both these guys like barely broke 200 yards.
Yeah.
And he's 1 for 1, 73.3.
Not a good game.
But Allen, he still was throwing it. I felt like he was throwing it to like a bunch of different guys. McKenzie got hurt.
Yep.
He got drilled. But yeah, he was throwing it all over the place. Look at 4 catches for Stephon Diggs, 62 yards. 4 for Singletary, 47 yards. Dawson Knox, 3 for 40. 2 for Khalil Shakir, 2 for 23. McKenzie, 4 for 21. Gabe Davis, 1. That's a travesty. He must still be hurt.
Yeah, he's still dealing with something, I'm sure.
I mean, he was because I'm looking. Oh, there's a different receiver. There's a different receiver. This because it's Baltimore Ravens are so physical.
Yeah,
and they don't. I think they overplay for the talent they have on defense.
I mean, their talent is amazing. I mean, Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey.
Did you see them fighting?
Who? Marcus Peters
was fighting with John Harbaugh.
Oh, was
at
he?
the end of the game?
Yeah, no.
He had to be like calm down, and he kept going back.
Yeah, he was mad because he wanted them to let the Bills score there at the end, and other guys on the team weren't on the same page. You had to let the Bills score. You didn't have enough time to let them. He
didn't trust them because he thought it would be four downs. If you see the press conference, he basically is like, look, they're gonna have 4 tries all the way down the field. I agree, they probably would have made it.
Yeah.
But I think they were gonna lose regardless.
It's possible, yeah. I mean,
once they didn't make that pass, that's it.
Yeah, the Ravens stopped moving the ball in the second half. It's not like they were going up and down the field anymore.
Yeah, like you said, it was early on. It was their game.
Yeah. So yeah, but
yeah. So let's see.
But yeah, no, that Josh Allen. I mean, his interception. I mean, it was kind of his fault, but it was tipped at the line. So I don't even blame Josh Allen's interception on him fully.
Yeah.
It was tipped by Calais Campbell.
Yeah.
He just threw it off the path, and Marlon Humphrey was just sitting there waiting.
Calais Campbell is a beast.
Yeah,
that guy's still getting.
I think they said he was like 38 years old. He's been in the league for like 15 years.
Yeah. Every week he's the one who hopped on Mac Jones.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, what a piece of crap he is, hurting Mac Jones.
Hey.
We had Mac.
We'll talk about him next.
Yep.
Unless you want to go there now, it's up to me. Up to you.
Yeah, I mean this game's pretty much over.
This game
yeah.
Too, right? Okay.
It was a travesty what the Ravens did, but
so what do you think? Before we move on, Bills are 3-1, Ravens are 2-2. I don't think the Ravens are out of it. I mean, they're good.
No, they're going to win their division.
Yeah, they're
AFC North is theirs.
I think this is still a divisional round matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. They're both playoff teams.
Yep.
Bills are definitely not what I thought they were the last couple of weeks.
I think they're underplaying, but they're getting with wins.
Yeah, I mean that's what's important. Them getting wins, but they are not playing good, in my opinion.
They're not playing up to their talent level.
Yeah, I know you were talking about Josh Allen as MVP, but the way that Josh Allen's been playing, he's definitely not MVP. He's not even in consideration right now for MVP.
Well, both these guys were MVP type candidates.
Lamar Jackson, but just horrible.
I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, I think they're still going to be good,
but
hopefully he can.
Like I said, this is a hard matchup. So that's why I understand why they're at like 200 yards because they're both fighting for every inch.
Yep.
Okay, so I say we move on to this. We'll go to the Pats Packers.
Sounds good.
All right, this was a really, really good game.
Oh, I loved it.
Oh my god! And obviously, you're a Pats fan.
Huge Pats fan. I mean, I was scared when Brian Hoyer got hurt, but
oh my god, me too. I thought, oh jeez, this is gonna get ugly.
Gonna be, but it was all right.
So give me some stats.
Yeah, Bailey Zappi. I mean, he was Brian Hoyer was 5 for 6. For 37 yards. He was okay. I mean, he wasn't throwing nothing far, but
and did his injury look that bad?
I don't even know. He got a concussion apparently, but
his head barely hit the turf.
That's what I thought. I
was like, oh wow, this guy. And he looked a little shake. Like he didn't look shaken up. He looked like, oh, that was a hard hit.
Yeah,
that was
got up and I didn't see him. He wasn't stumbling or nothing. He looked a little pissed. He's
looking at the replay, going, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. You have to wonder though if they're now being a little bit more cautious.
I think they are
because Because there were quite a few guys. Isaiah McKenzie went out with a concussion.
Yep.
There were quite a few guys this week that went out with
The
concussions.
whole NFL must have got a press release where it's
Absolutely.
basically like, hey, we're flagging everything.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
So we'll get to it later, but the Bucs-Chiefs game, Brate, concussion.
Yep.
He's out. He was out the whole game.
Was he?
And then
He was in there later in the game.
Nope, he came in and then he was out before the halftime. Before half. Before half, he got injured.
Okay.
They were talking to him. He came back in, and then he was out.
Okay.
And the sideline, I can't think of her name at the moment, but she basically was the one that broke that.
Okay.
And then Godwin had an injury to his neck. I think they were talking with him also.
He came back in the game because he was there on the last
yeah.
drive.
Yeah, but I think they're flagging everything.
Sure.
Like,
I mean, rightfully so. What happened to Tua is disgusting. I mean, it's Tua's fault as well because, dude,
Oh, yeah,
if
you were
you're not
for that.
feeling,
You want to give that a moment before we start?
oh yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about the Tua game?
I mean, it's horrible. I mean, that first game, he was obviously had a head
Where
injury.
he was kind of shaking.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I mean, he was
got sacked
stumbling
again
all over
after
the
that.
place. Yeah, he got sacked again. You know, he was fine after that sack. He wasn't stumbling. You know, but he obviously had a head injury. They said it was a neck injury or whatever, but it was sad. You know, and then to put him out there again that next week just to put him in more danger is.
Do you think he had? You think he was the one pressing for it?
No, I don't think so. I just don't think he was sticking up for himself saying, hey, I'm hurt. I just think that he was like, hey, yeah, I can go.
Undefeated
You know?
team at the time.
Sure, you know, but it's like, dude, you need to take care of yourself before anybody else takes care of you. You can't expect your team or these independent doctors to know how you're feeling. You can lie to these people all you want. You know, if you're not feeling, normal, then you shouldn't be playing. So everybody else is blaming, the doctors and the team more. I blame Tua a lot more than I blame anybody else because you should have been the one that took yourself out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I see that a little bit, but
it's.
I definitely think Tua has a lot of the blame. I would say more on Tua than everyone else.
Absolutely. I think the Dolphins are the least to blame.
Yeah.
Because the NFL puts the independent neurologists out there to check them out. The Dolphins are going to play whoever the doctors say can be played.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
When do you think Tua's back?
I hope not for at least 3 weeks.
I was thinking like 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Give this guy like 2 months off.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Welker treatment. Remember when Welker?
Sure.
He came back with that big helmet.
Yep. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you don't know what's wrong with this guy, but I just assume, at least 3 weeks. Keep him out, make sure that everything's good. Last thing you want to see is somebody to have, a serious head injury. It's just
especially when your hands are all like.
Yeah, I listened to a few.
I felt so bad for him.
Yeah, I listened to a few like the fantasy doctors and everything, and they were calling it something, and they were saying that the
it's like a brain trauma.
Motion that he was doing was more severe than like if he just had his arms stiff down by his side, with them coming up towards his chin and everything. They said that's more severe than, anything else. So
see, I wasn't thought if he brought his hands up just because like, oh, my head, that fucking hurt.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it happened to be like then when he was, I thought the guy might have some permanent damage.
It's
but
disgusting.
apparently he was fine as soon as he went to the hospital.
And that's what we hope.
Out.
Hopefully, he is fine. As much as I'm a Patriots fan and, want them to be better. Last thing I want is
you don't want
somebody to
that,
get hurt. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, unless your name's Tom Brady, but that's
I was going to say Aaron Rodgers. I was going to make the same joke, so or Pat Mahomes.
Yeah. But no, yeah. I mean, it was a pretty good game. This was.
No, yeah, it really was. Okay, so all right, so obviously Hoyer gets hurt.
Yep.
He kind of like we just said, it didn't look that bad,
Yep.
but apparently it was bad enough, and
Abundance of caution.
if abundance of caution, get out of there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Zappy, whatever his name is,
Yeah.
Zappy. I think it's Zappy, right?
Yeah, Bailey Zappi. Sounds good to
Fucking
me.
look better than Mac Jones.
I mean, let's not go crazy, but he
I
looked pretty good.
He did not hurt them whatsoever. He had 113.4 QBR.
Yeah, but I mean, he only threw the ball. He threw the ball 10 for. He was 10 for 15.
That's pretty good.
He only had 99 yards. He didn't look like Mac Jones.
But this running scheme,
Yeah.
even with Mac Jones, I mean, Mac Jones' numbers look like this.
No, Mac Jones throws for 200 yards every game. He
Well,
does. It's true. He had 300 his last game.
Brian Hoyer was 5 for 6 at 37.
No, you're right. I'm just saying, Bailey wasn't a Mac Jones type.
And this is his first game ever.
Yeah, he looked good. You know, I'm not.
I mean, he didn't. The stage was not too big for Bailey Zappi.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will say that. You know, he handed the ball off really well because Damian Harris and Ramondre
Stevenson's a beast. I don't know.
He wasn't as good as Damian Harris in this game.
It's my eye test. He looks a lot better.
I don't think so. I think they look exactly the same. They're the same kind of runner. Stevenson just catches a few more balls. You know, they use him in the passing game compared to Damian Harris. So,
well, Bailey Zappi had that fumble too.
Yeah,
I don't completely blame him for that.
I mean,
he got like thrown and like ripped.
No,
you know,
no, the guy just ran into him.
No, isn't this when they flipped him and they pulled it right out of his hands?
No, this was right before halftime, before Aaron Rodgers threw his pick six. He just they left somebody in to block one of the guys. This is when the Packers, they lined up really wide for the first time. The dude just came off the edge. Bailey Zappi didn't notice him.
I think Wynn completely whiffed on that one.
Of course he did. Wynn's a piece of crap. You know, but
he's definitely whiffing lately.
Yeah,
he's the worst. He's one of the worst pieces of that line.
Yeah. Dude, Cole Strange. I mean, their rookie, left guard looked awesome in this game. I mean, as he was pulling, to be a lead blocker, looking great. But yeah, Bailey Zappi, that strip fumble, all his fault. He didn't see the guy coming, and it is what it is. But they would have had points there, so game could have been completely different. But I mean, they got the pick six anyway. So
Aaron Rodgers was 21 for 35, 60% completion, 251 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Jack Jones is going to be a top corner in the next 2 years.
Absolutely. He's probably leading the
He's a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
I can already tell. You know who he reminds me of? Logan Ryan.
Oh, absolutely. Well, no, because if you've been watching Jack Jones, it's like he's always just trying to go for the strip. He's not trying to tackle nobody. He's just trying to punch at the ball the whole time. I think he's afraid to tackle. You mean more of like a Diggs? Yeah. Because Logan Ryan, he's a...
But early on, Logan Ryan, he did have good tackling, so I'll give you that. But Logan Ryan was a ball hawk.
Yeah.
He was always in the right position to pick people off. And this guy, he has kind of the same build as Logan Ryan, too.
Yep.
I mean, Logan Ryan was from Rutgers. I don't know where this guy's from, but...
I'm not sure either. I think maybe Nevada or Arizona.
But he's got a knack for the ball. Even in the preseason, he picks people off.
Yep.
Jonathan Jones, he got beat once. But at the same time, like, he's been playing like a top corner.
He's their best
corner. They moved him
now
to the outside. But he's playing really good.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they're really missing J.C. Jackson that much.
They're missing the interceptions. Which is just more. I mean, they're 1-3 now.
Yeah, but
what do you think long term? That is horrendous, Joe.
I mean, considering who they've played,
they've got some easier games coming up.
It's not really horrendous. Like who expected them to be 3-1 right now after playing the Dolphins? We knew the Dolphins were going to be good. We knew the Ravens were going to be good. Aaron Rodgers is always good. So who really expected them to be 3-1? I was hoping for 2-2. Obviously I was unrealistic being a Pats fan. I was like, they can go 4-0 in these 4 games, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I kind of look at it and go like, ugh. They have some winnable games coming up.
Sure.
But it's going to be so hard to even get in the playoffs when you have the Bills.
Yeah.
When you have the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Going 1-3.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like the Jets, did they win?
Yeah, they're 2-2. Pats are at the bottom.
That's what I mean.
But, the playoffs is a great thing, but I can't be upset at the Patriots if they're, 11-6 come the end of the year and they miss the playoffs because, another team.
You think they're going to be 11-6?
No. I think they're going to be 10-7. I do still think 11-6 is a possibility.
They're losing 3 games, that's it.
Yeah.
The rest of the year?
I think it's a possibility.
I mean, they haven't even played the Bills yet.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It could be the
Bills
2 losses. Twice. Maybe. I mean, have the Bills been playing that great right now?
No, that's true. It was actually.
I mean,
that is very true.
We played the Ravens a lot tougher than the Bills did. So
yeah, I mean, see, I don't even think the Packers are completely that great.
No, me neither.
They're lacking another offensive piece, and they'd be really good. And their defense is still, because their 2 corners are out. They lost another corner today.
Did they?
I believe they did.
Adrian Amos.
Yes.
The strong safety. Yeah.
I always want to say Amos.
Concussion.
See? Yeah. They're after it.
Yep.
They're not
Absolutely.
playing around.
No. But yeah, the Packers, I mean.
Because Alexander's out.
Yeah.
Douglas. I didn't know how tall that dude. That dude's tall.
Is he?
Douglas?
I didn't
he was
notice.
tall. When they lined up for the overtime,
Yep.
obviously the game went into overtime.
I got him right now.
Yeah, how tall is this guy? He's got to be over 6'2".
Oh, he's 6'2"?
See?
All right.
Because he was up for when they did the overtime coin toss.
Yep.
He was standing next to Rodgers. I'm going, this guy's taller than Rodgers.
Yeah.
This guy's a defensive back? What the hell?
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
And he was like a practice squad, like free agent that they just found.
Yeah, he was there last year. And
Yeah,
I mean,
he was like he just came out of nowhere last year when against the Cardinals when he picked off Murray.
Yep.
That was his prime game last year.
Yeah.
And he played awesome last week. But it's against Scotty Miller though, so who knows? I mean, he really doing anything there.
Yeah.
But no, he is pretty good. I would take him on my team. Fuck
Of
it.
course. But,
So yeah, Hoyer's hurt. Zappy. I wonder who they're gonna have to sign somebody. If Hoyer has a concussion.
well, you never know. I mean, they were talking about Mac Jones. You know, he's
I think it
day
was
to
all
day.
bluff.
So.
I think that was a Belichick, like one of his schemes to try and they have to prepare for two different people.
Sure, and you're not getting the surgery, so I'm just going to call you day to day. If you want to,
Yeah.
just rest and see how it goes on, we'll call you day to day.
So what do you? Hey, did you notice they had the patches on the heritage patches?
I saw the Croatia on Belichick's
didn't see
jacket.
the-
I
I
didn't
didn't-
notice anybody else's.
Oh, Matt Patricia.
No.
Yeah, I didn't know he was Paisan. He had the
Did he?
Italian flag.
I did. I only
guess-
noticed Croatia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I looked at the NFL thing. It said for the next 2 weeks, I think it said 250 different coaches and players will have decals. Now the coaches can have them on the front as a patch, and then the players can have a decal on their helmet,
Okay.
kind of representing their country or where they grew up
Oh, really?
or where their heritage is from.
Okay. Well, because I know it's like
a
Hispanic
cool thing.
Heritage Month right now.
What's that?
It's Hispanic Heritage Month right now.
Well, it's October too, so it's Italian too.
Is it?
Yeah, Christopher Columbus next weekend.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's Italian.
Oh, this is Italian.
No,
Italian
this
month.
this is Hispanic Heritage Month.
Oh, maybe, but I'm
like,
Italian.
it's a legitimate
so I'll
thing.
tell
I'm
you
just
what.
saying. Yeah. I'm Italian too, and I'm like, pretty close to Hispanic anyway. I mean,
What?
yeah, kind of.
Well, sort of. If
You're Latin.
You're Portuguese.
I'm Portuguese. It's Latin. So.
Well, you're Portuguese, so Portuguese is close to we're not on geography here.
No, yeah.
But it's close to Spain. Now Hispanic though is a mix of native, African American, and also
Is it? See-
it's all Hispanic is it's a government term
Yeah.
term that
Of
the
course
U.S.
it is.
made.
That's what everything is.
Because
you
other
know?
than that, it really, if you're from Spain, then move to the America,
Mhm.
it's weird. You're considered white,
It's
European.
It's very strange.
But if you're from Spain, you move to Brazil, then immigrate to America, then you're considered Hispanic.
Yeah, it's
Does that make
very-
any sense to you?
no, it's very strange.
It's all U.S. government
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool that they were doing it.
Yep.
The Croatia thing, I knew Belichick was from there.
I had no idea neither.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And obviously, like I said, I knew Matty P. He had the Italian flag going.
He looks Italian.
Yeah, he actually really does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at that guy. You know, he's had a couple bowls of pasta.
But yeah.
But he did I got to give him props. I've been talking so much shit about this guy, him and Joe Judge.
Mm-hmm.
They were slapping each other around, him and Zappy on the Judge and on the sideline, and they did a great game.
I thought it was-
their run scheme is so good.
Yeah.
Every team they get by them.
Yep. Yeah, they do. I mean,
mean-
they had 167 yards.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't even stop them.
No, I mean they didn't do as good as the Packers because the Packers had 199 as a team. Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon, they just
Dylan's a house.
yeah.
Holy
I mean,
crap!
we were stopping him a lot better than we were Aaron Jones, but because Aaron Jones was 16 for 110 yards, AJ Dillon had 17 carries for 73 yards.
You know what
but-
Aaron Jones reminds me of? And I mean, I guess I should say this guy reminds me of Aaron Jones to a degree, but Ronald Jones.
Oh, really?
It's the burst. They have like such a quick burst because he hits the hole, and we can talk about it later. But a lot like Pacheco.
Oh,
It's like fucking.
monster.
They're just so quick.
Yeah,
They're not. I mean, they run violently. But you can tell he's so special.
yeah. I was thinking more like a Brandon Jacobs type, Just,
Brandon Jacobs is a house too.
Yeah.
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 He's more. I feel like he's more Dylan though.
Yep.
But Dylan, yeah, man, they were awesome.
Yeah.
What do they have separate? Let's see here. Damian Harris had 18 for 86. Ramondre Stevenson 14 for 66. Both averaged 4.8, 4.7 yards, along with only 14 and 17.
Yep.
Kendrick Bourne, leading receiver, apparently.
No. Nelson
just
Aguilar was the
receiver.
leading receiver.
I remember, what's his name? Devontae Parker had the touchdown, though.
Yep.
Which, he looks kind of slow.
Well, he's never been really fast.
Yeah, Nelson Aguilar, 3 for 46,
Mm-hmm.
15-yard average.
I didn't even notice.
Kendrick Bourne was 3. He basically had besides the touchdown, he almost had the same thing as Devontae.
Yeah.
Devontae looks like, he had a 25 as a long. So in real, how do you have 25 for your long?
He had
24.
Yeah, he must.
as your yards.
His next one was
the touchdown.
The yard. Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Someone fucked up this box score.
No, they just lost the yard on his next pass.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, it must have been a screen or
and that was the
something.
second
Yeah.
reception.
So-
makes sense. Devin McCourty took that shot to the ribs or the stomach area. I guess he was getting looked at.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't linger.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I think the Patriots defense, I
still
think they're
pretty good.
looking really good. People were saying, oh, the Pats offense in training camp looks like crap, and we know the Patriots defense isn't good or anything. It's like, yeah, tell us that now. The Patriots defense, pretty sure they were a top 10 defense coming into the game. They might still be a top 10 defense,
I want to
after
see
this
them when
game.
they face offensive juggernauts.
The Ravens. I mean, granted, the Ravens put up a lot of points against them, but they didn't.
And
give
they
up.
took it over in the second half. But they don't have. Like the
Dolphins.
The Dolphins looked better after the game with the Pats.
Yeah,
So that could be it.
yeah,
But I also think they got into more of a groove.
sure.
And now they're not going to have Tua. So
Yep.
that might change things also.
We did miss out on
The Bills. I want to see them against the Bills.
Yeah, well, I mean, sure, but who really stops the Bills? That's like saying I want to see them against the Chiefs when nobody stops the Chiefs. Nobody really stops.
You
the
can
Bills.
stop the Chiefs. You just
I mean,
more on that later. 'Cause,
yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
fucking shit show.
Jalen Mills was out too in this game. I mean, he's their top corner guy. Not that I think he's their best corner guy, because I think Jonathan Jones is right now their best cover guy.
Yeah, he's super fast. I mean,
Yeah.
Jonathan Jones played really good last year against Antonio Brown.
He didn't.
When the Bucks played the Pats.
Okay.
He covered Antonio Brown like 3 times to the end zone. They kept trying to go to him,
Okay.
and he covered him like a blanket.
Yep.
It was perfect.
I know he was hurt a lot last year, so.
Yeah,
But-
I think he actually got injured on that same exact game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's his name? Brian had a couple penalties though.
Oh man, I hate Miles
Ugh.
Bryant. Like I wish they would just get rid of him. They have another rookie cornerback that they drafted this year, Marcus Jones. He was the one that was returning.
Oh yeah, both Jones. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
really nice. Punt return, kick return.
Anything beats Cyrus Jones.
Yeah,
Jesus, I'd never
okay.
do a Jones again after that.
I mean, I can't.
Man, they do a lot of Jones if you think about it. Chandler Jones,
Mac Jones. They love the
Jonathan
Joneses.
Jones. Yeah.
What's that old saying? Keeping up with the Joneses. You probably don't know it, but no, it's my family told me about it. But I couldn't believe it. I mean, the game went to overtime. It was really good. I thought the Patriots had this game.
You texted me. You texted me. You're like, they're gonna win this game, and
It makes me so happy.
It makes me so happy.
Yeah. I mean, basically because
As soon as he took that sack, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You can't take a sack there.
I wanted them to run
They
it
should
again.
have sacked.
You should have just ran it again.
Yeah, they should have.
Mm-hmm. I mean, who cares if they didn't sack?
Aaron Rodgers like literally tripped, put his arm down.
The back of his arm was on the ground. I thought that's considered, down by contact.
I think it
when
needs
it's
to
your
be an
wrist.
elbow.
And it has to be the wrist. I know the
because you can have it. You can have your forearm
No, the forearm can't
tilted
touch
up and
Okay.
still be good.
Okay.
You can't have your forearm down.
Yep. That's why I thought
It's
the
like
back
to
of
the
wrist
elbow.
was.
It's where it's to the elbow.
Okay.
Because you can catch it like this,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why they'll always slow mo when it touches.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like your shin can touch,
Yep.
but your knee can't.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was a problem. I thought that was a sack.
Oh,
But
dude,
still,
that was crazy.
Marcus Jones.
I mean, he
had a-
still just threw it out.
Yeah. But Marcus Jones had a nice return. Set him up in good field position. You needed one first
Dude.
down, bro. You literally needed 15 yards because they said that Nick Folk was making field goals from like
They said 60, didn't they?
yeah, from going in that direction.
Yeah.
So it's you just needed like 10, 15 yards, guys.
What's even crazy, though, is the special teams for a Bill Belichick team.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen this for a couple weeks now. They suck. Their special teams is horrible.
Yeah.
What's with Bailey?
Jake Bailey.
Oh my God!
I think we
he
said
was
like
like
the
a
first
super
week.
weapon a couple years ago, and even early on, he was supposed to be healthy this year. Everything was supposed to be good. He's been terrible.
Absolutely.
His punts are going nowhere.
Yeah. They said that he was last in the league in net average and gross average of his punts. Like he was the worst in the league. Like, come on, dude. You're supposed to be an all-pro punter.
Yeah.
You know, but
He used to bomb it like 70 yards.
Yep. It's yeah, I can't figure it out. You know, how you go from being such a good punter to now just being mediocre. You know,
It's annoying, isn't it? I'm not a Pats fan, but I'm watching it going, oh.
Yeah.
All right, so let's actually breeze through some other games before we get to the night game. So, again, we didn't watch some of these games. We can probably, if you caught any highlights or anything, just shoot out something. Jets beat the Steelers 24-20. Cardinals beat the Panthers 26-16. Baker was getting booed on this game. Yeah, he was getting booed pretty bad.
Where was
Watt caught a pick. Did he get a pick six?
I'm not sure.
I think he might have got tackled, but he apparently Watt, he was emotional in the post game.
Yeah.
He on Thursday had to have his heart shocked.
Yeah.
To put it back into rhythm.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I heard that and I was just, surprised. Like, amazing that you're playing right now.
Yeah. I mean, that guy's got an injury history like a book.
Yeah. I thought I saw something where they might have taken Baker out of the game and started playing Sam Darnold.
Oh,
But
did they?
I could be wrong about that.
Look up the box score. See if you find it.
I am.
I could probably. So, actually, 24-20 against the Steelers. Wilson must have came back and did pretty good, huh? Let me see. I just want to see what his box score looked like because that's pretty damn. I mean, you guys can't afford for Wilson to look good.
No, I was wrong about that. The Baker played the whole game.
Wilson played like shit.
Yeah, he's not good.
Oh, my God.
He's not good.
18 for 36.
Dude, 50% completion rate. You're not good.
50% completion. 252 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
65 QBR.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like there was. I mean, some people might expect him to be good, but he's
2 interceptions. Now the Steelers.
Not a great defense, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there should be a good defense, but they really aren't right now.
Well, the Steelers didn't play any better. If anyone wanted to see Kenny Pickett, I'm sure they don't want to now.
Yeah.
10 for 13, which is actually not good.
Yeah.
I mean, not bad.
Yeah.
76.9, 120 yards, 3 interceptions.
Yeah. I heard 2 of them weren't his fault though.
Which is all 3 that he missed on the completions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he didn't have an incompletion in the game.
75% QBR. But that's still that. You don't want to go into a game throwing 3 picks.
No, but again, I heard 2 of them weren't his fault. I didn't see.
Did Trubisky get hurt?
No, they pulled him
7
because he
for
was
13.
trash.
That's not. I mean, 54% completion, 84 yards.
Yeah, he was not
1 pick.
Not doing good.
But for you to pull Mitch Trubisky, and then a guy gets 3 picks. That
Again, 2 of them weren't his fault.
All right.
I haven't seen the game or anything.
Najee Harris,
but
had a
that's what I heard.
18 attempts for 74 yards.
Kenny Pickett's he's going to be the guy. You need
I
to
know,
sit
yeah.
Trubisky anyway.
I don't
Let's
know how
see what
Gunnar
you
is
got
still on
with
that team.
who?
So sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say you need to see what you got in Kenny Pickett. Give him the rest of the year. If you don't like what he's doing, draft somebody else next year.
Yeah.
But you can't just keep playing Mitch Trubisky, crapping it up. Let Kenny Pickett crap it up.
Yeah, but you kind of run the risk of like blowing his confidence.
Who's? Kenny Pickett's?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so. I'm always I like to have the rookie quarterback sit for a year, and learn some things. But you're not learning nothing from Mitch Trubisky.
Well, it's because college is not as complex. You want the guys to learn the defenses. You want them to understand every nuance of like a professional. Like now it's your job. This is all you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's like, I don't believe Aaron Rodgers would have been as good if he didn't sit behind Brett Favre for so long.
Oh, I completely.
Brady.
So,
yeah.
Brady gets us here for a whole year.
Yeah. Granted, it was Drew Bledsoe, and I don't think he was the greatest. but
he's
he was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
pretty
still
good.
a Pro Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely. You know.
And they had already gone to a Super Bowl.
Yep. So.
Okay, so some stats from that Steelers game, by the way. Najee Harris, George Pickens. Looks like maybe he's starting to turn the corner and kind of be their go-to guy.
Yep.
6 receptions, 102 yards. And Deontay Johnson, 2 for 11.
Yeah.
And then Pat Freiermuth?
Oh, Freiermuth, yeah.
Freiermuth, 7 for...
The youth is loose.
85. No,
Yeah.
still pretty good.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not bad. You know? The game
the
that
Jets
really
receivers?
surprised me was Seahawks and Detroit, 48-45. I mean, I just didn't think the Seahawks had that kind of offense to score that many points.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I mean, Detroit, I can see it a little bit, but yeah, it just really surprised me.
Did you see the joke of who's the other wide receiver? Not
DK Metcalf?
DK Metcalf. Yeah. Where he took a ride to go take a shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He's being carted off the field to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
What was up with that?
He was.
No, but it was kind of funny because you even see what's the coach's name?
Pete Carroll?
Pete Carroll. I'm blanking on shit today. Pete Carroll. He even looked back and saw him being carted away.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he's thinking like, man, what happened to him?
I mean, it's no worse than what Lamar
48
Jackson.
to 45 though. That's crazy.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
Lions. They always put up so many points.
Yeah.
The Pats face them in 2 weeks or this week.
This week.
That's going to be dangerous.
It could be.
Just because of how many points they score.
It could be, absolutely. You
I
know?
don't think the Pats can score that many points. They have to play with a strong defense and a lot of run game to be able to like put the game in their hand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if they can't score that many points, but it'll be really tough for them, especially if it's not Mac Jones playing. If it's Bailey Zappi, I don't.
It's going to be Bailey Zappi.
I don't. I mean,
no, don't you have more confidence now that he played?
well, yeah, absolutely.
I do.
I have more confidence. I still don't have confidence in him. I have more.
Well, now they'll be
confidence.
preparing for him. He'll be on tape.
Yeah. I mean, he's what, 6 foot tall? I mean, he's a midget out there. I hate little short quarterbacks, man.
He's got a way better arm than Mac.
I don't believe that.
Mac can't.
I
throw.
heard that. No, he can. It's a misconception that you guys are saying Mac can't.
No,
throw.
he can't throw.
Mac throws hard.
He doesn't have a strong arm.
Yes, he does. He
No, he
throws
doesn't.
hard when he needs to.
He does not have a strong arm.
I heard in the preseason Bailey Zappi has the weakest arm in the league.
Nah.
Yeah, dude, you should
no,
listen to
you're-
Maz. Maz was saying, I know how you're a big fan of Felger and Maz, but Felger and Maz were saying Bailey Zappi looks like he has a weak arm. Weaker than Mac Jones.
I mean, even in the preseason, which he obviously Zappi played like the most.
Mm-hmm.
I was at one of the games. He was cranking it.
No.
He was.
Yeah. You just hate Mac
And
Jones
he had a little-
because he's probably better than Tom Brady.
That's blasphemous. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Mac Jones will never come close, but no one will. So like, what's the comparison? It's
Hey.
okay.
I'm just saying.
All right, so let's go to let's see.
Oh, how about Philly being the last undefeated team?
4-0. Beat
Best
the
team in
Jaguars
the NFC right
29-21.
Yep. I think they're gonna stay dominant.
They are.
I mean,
They just have such a good defensive line too.
Mm-hmm.
And AJ Brown, monster.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was such a good pickup for them.
Absolutely. I mean, how stupid of the freaking Titans.
I mean, they will lose.
Sure, yeah, they're
but
not going undefeated.
They're going to be. They're the NFC powerhouse.
Yeah,
I said this last week.
They're going to be a 12-win team, 13-win team, easy.
Yeah, maybe 14.
Yeah.
17 weeks now, so
Mhm.
they'll probably be like 14-3.
It's possible.
Maybe 15-2.
Yep.
The Browns lost to the Falcons.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
The Falcons and the Bucks are now 2-2.
Yep.
Oof. The Browns now Brissett. I should probably pull up the box score because I'd love to see that. Let's see here, because Brissett looked really good the last couple weeks. I was of the opinion. So let's see, he did 21 of 35, 60% completion, 234 yards, 1 pick, 74.2. But Nick Chubb had 19 attempts for 118 yards. That's damn good.
Mhm.
6.2 average, and a touchdown. And then Kareem Hunt, 5 average, 10 for 49.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting here looking at Marcus Mariota with his 7 for 19, like under 50%. Sorry, I was just while you were saying that, I was looking at that. So how do you lose to a team that their quarterback throws for 30-something%? But
They scored the most points, and the Falcons just came back in the end.
yeah,
In the fourth quarter, they scored 13 points.
yeah.
It's ugh.
I mean, that's 2 crap teams. I don't even care.
I think Jacoby. I think they look okay.
Sure, they look
This could
okay.
be just a bad. I am not high on the Falcons, but it seems like every week they're so close.
Yeah.
To
I don't
every,
know how.
they're competitive in every game.
Their team is so crap. Like, I love
They're
Drake
competitive in every
London
game.
and Kyle Pitts, but those are the only good
And Cordell
people.
Peterson.
Yeah, Cordero Patterson, yeah.
He played today too.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him. I mean, he's
I'd like
good.
to have him on my team.
Yeah.
I think
But-
he's awesome when he's catching kick return.
Yeah. I'm not
He's
sure how they even scored. They must have.
He
they
was
had
playing
rushing
safety
touchdowns.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Is Gurley still on their team?
No, Gurley has been out of the league.
Is he out of the league?
Yeah, 2 years at least.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of him the other day, going like, man, where is this guy? I just
Yeah.
never looked it up.
Knee injuries.
Yep.
It's too bad.
And he was getting paid. He was gonna get paid big money.
Oh, absolutely.
He wanted like top money.
He would have
Did he
deserved
get top
it.
money and then they
I'm
traded
not
him?
sure. He might have got a huge contract and then crapped out the next season and
Yeah.
they traded him.
And look, they didn't even need him. The
No.
Rams got rid of him, and look at awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. What's the next game here? What's another game on the list?
Chiefs Bucks is the last game that
I'll
have.
save that for last. I'll save it for
Okay.
last. We'll just go a couple more minutes here. And
Okay.
let's see. We'll just read off some scores. That way people know what it is. Titans beat the Colts 24-17. So much for the Colts kind of coming back after beating the Chiefs.
Mm.
Commanders lost to the Cowboys 25-10. Let me tell you, I watched a little bit of this game. Don't even bring Dak back.
I was about to ask you, do you think there's going to be a quarterback controversy?
There better be.
You think so?
He looks so much better.
But does he really look so much better? Like
No, he really
say
does.
this, like Dak Prescott last year was probably like the 3rd best quarterback in the league.
I wouldn't bring him back.
But I'm just saying, you're saying he looks so much better.
He really does.
But he
though.
doesn't. You saw a quarter and a half of Dak Prescott, and you're claiming that this guy looks so much better than somebody that is a top 5 quarterback in the
It's
league.
been like 3 weeks.
But
He keeps winning, and
I don't care that that's fine.
no, I like the way he plays. I think he has like perfect touch on the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and he's getting better. Like I can just see like now CeeDee Lamb. This
Then-
is like one of the first.
Why has he traveled from team to team and never had a shot? He
don't
played for the Giants, couldn't beat out Daniel Jones, who has no touch on the ball. I'm
Hey,
just,
Daniel Jones is an athlete.
yeah, he is. He really is. But I think there should be a quarterback controversy.
If it was me, give this guy a little bit
Play
of
him
money.
until he loses.
Yeah.
He
oh
loses,
yeah.
then
Yeah.
put Dak back in. Let's not rush Dak
Yeah.
back.
Don't bring Dak back. Okay, I'm right. Like next week, they're
Yeah.
saying he's going to come back.
Yeah.
Don't
Like,
just put
dude,
him in.
Take it easy, man. Rest a few more weeks. We're still competitive. We obviously know you're better, Dak. There's anybody that says Cooper Rush is better than Dak, like that's
Diggs had a pick too this game.
that's like saying Mac Jones is better than Tom Brady. I know that I say
just
ridiculous
come
things
on.
like that.
No, it's not. Don't compare anyone to Brady. I'm sick of hearing these
I'm
comparisons.
just saying.
But
So,
Washington had a run game.
did they?
I think Wentz was terrible early on. He was terrible, and they were running the ball really well, and that's how. But I think you need the run game because that Dallas line, the D line, is so damn good.
Yeah.
I think. Well, now that helps. No, that helps. The QB.
Sure.
So it's one of those things where I think Washington. I think they're really missing on their defense is Chase Young.
Oh,
I was gonna say this last week.
absolutely.
If they could get him back 2 years ago when they made the playoffs, they were an awesome defense. They were playing way above.
Yep.
And he was rookie of the year, wasn't he? Was he defensive rookie of the year?
Yeah.
Was he rookie of the year?
No, they only have defensive and offensive rookie of the year.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They don't do.
Oh, yeah, because wasn't that the same year Zeke won offensive?
No.
Oh no, they both won. Zeke and Dak when they were both rookies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Offensive Player of the Year and
Yeah.
and
I'm not sure about that. 'Cause I think they were rookies on the same year, weren't they?
yeah, that's what I mean.
So
So
Dak was the one.
I know
that-
they both won trophies that night. I remember watching the NFL Honors episode.
I'm not sure.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I think I was watching the other day the NFL Honors. I'll just bring this up, screw it. The NFL Honors about Steve Harvey when he was talking about and of course I'm a Brady guy, so where he was basically like, you know why we're all here? Because of Tom Brady. He's basically saying like, hey, everyone should just. I'm surprised you ain't even thought about this yet. We should all pool our money and have him killed. And,
I don't remember that.
oh, it's hilarious. You got to watch that. Find that on
will, because
YouTube. That's a good one, man.
I enjoy listening to stuff like that.
But anyways, everyone was like, oh, shit, did he really just say that?
Mm.
And he's like, that tightened you up a little bit?
So how about them Giants, huh? Giants are 3-1 now. They just beat the Chicago Bears 20-12. You know, Giants. Saquon Barkley is back.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean,
You think the Bears are that good, though? They do have a good defense.
it doesn't matter. Saquon had 31 yards for 146. 31 carries for 146 yards.
He is back. No,
Yeah,
I have him on
he's-
fantasy.
He's a yeah, exactly. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
So I do believe in him.
the rest of your fantasy football team might not be good, but Saquon, he'll be carrying it soon.
I had Henry, too. He got me some points.
Yeah. I know Hunter Henry didn't do nothing. You must have sat him this week.
I did. Actually,
Yeah.
I did Brait, and I got a concussion, so that was great.
Yeah.
But Derrick Henry was pretty good.
Was he? Yep.
Let's see here. What did we leave off? Oh, Broncos Raiders. We talk about Broncos Raiders yet?
No.
I'll tell you what. The Raiders have so much talent. They have so much talent on that team to be 1-3. It's crazy. I know they won. So they won this week, 32-23 Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
The Broncos are talented as well. I think Jerry Jeudy had a touchdown today.
He did.
Melvin Gordon fumbled. Raiders took that back.
He did.
Crosby had a couple sacks.
Did he?
Looks really good. Yeah. He's at the point because they have Chandler Jones and I don't really see him.
No, I've heard Chandler Jones hasn't been doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have much input besides, the Raiders are not what we thought they were going to be. We thought
They will be.
Devontae-
I bet you they will be.
I don't even know about that.
I think they will be.
Like
'Cause-
that division's too tough. They're not.
Oh, the division's tough. Yeah.
And I can't see them being that good anymore. Like Devontae Adams is great. Darren Waller not even showing up anymore.
Yeah.
Like he used to be the best tight end in the league.
I think it's Josh McDaniels. He has to figure it out. But he's always a slow. So I said this on our last show. He's with Drew Gastos. He takes a little while, He has to kind of get going. And even with the Pats, you'd start out 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Or, every once in a while maybe a 1-2 or something. And then, boom, they win like 10 games in a row.
Yep.
He has to find out what he has, and then he's completely changing a culture from basically what Gruden had to like this temp to basically what Josh McDaniels is going to work on.
Yep.
I imagine he's trying to bring a Patriots culture, but just
Sure.
change it slightly so he's not, because this is second time being, is it his third or second time being
Second
head
time
coach?
as the head coach.
Yeah. I know he did Denver, but was he the OC in the Rams?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
I will say this: Javonte Williams suffered a severe knee injury,
Oh, yeah.
so he's probably going to be out for the rest of the year. Nothing has came back yet, but he was carted off like first quarter of the game. So
And Taylor, Jonathan Taylor in fourth quarter.
yeah.
Injury for his ankle.
Yep.
Yeah, so he might even be out. So fantasy football, Drew has him on fantasy football, so
No.
he is not going to be happy.
No, that's tough.
I'm sure I'll have a bunch of trade requests. All right, let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Chiefs Buccaneers. Oh, this is going to be so hard.
Oh, the best game of the night. It really was.
No, it
I mean,
really wasn't.
It was.
It was not. It was a shit show is what it was. Okay. We're going to disagree highly on this.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm not looking forward to it.
The Chiefs. I mean, Pat Mahomes is there.
I'm not impressed.
I can't believe you're not impressed.
I'm not impressed.
Because there is not a more talented quarterback in the league than Pat Mahomes.
Oh, please.
That doesn't even matter. Like, what he can do, not any other
It's all
quarterback
scheme.
can do. It's not all scheme.
Yeah, it's all scheme.
It's not all
All
scheme.
right, so he has a couple of trick plays where they're not bad. They're pretty cool. Where he flips it off.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
no, that's
absolutely.
Not bad.
Any other
But
quarterback?
you could see. I think
have
Josh
stopped-
Allen's just as talented as him.
Josh Allen would not have stopped at the 2-yard line.
He didn't need to.
flip.
He wouldn't need to. He dragged two guys into the end zone.
He would have got demolished right there
No, he
by
wouldn't.
bigger people.
Not at all.
Absolutely.
He would have taken 2, maybe 3 guys in the end zone with him.
He's not even that much bigger than Pat Mahomes.
Oh no, he's
Not that much bigger than Pat Mahomes.
so they're probably about the same height, but no, he's got way more mass to him.
I'm gonna.
Mahomes is a little pudgy.
Mahomes is 6'2", 225. So Allen's probably got like another 2 inches.
They say
and
he's
15
240
pounds on him.
Allen's supposed to be 240,
Yeah.
6'5".
Yeah. So yeah, 3 inches.
6'5". That's 20 I've
pounds
seen him
more.
hit linebackers.
Sure.
Hell, he's done it to the
Sure.
Chiefs multiple times.
Sure. Yeah.
So I don't like the Chiefs' defense. So honestly, this whole
Yeah.
both defenses sucked in this game.
We don't really care about the Chiefs' defense when they can score 41 points every game.
6 drives. No, 7 drives. 6 of them. They only punted once at the end of the game.
Tell me the defense that's going to stop the Chiefs though.
Well, the Colts just did.
The Colts just lost to the Titans.
How many
The
times do I
Colts
have to
lost
say
to the
this?
Jacksonville Jaguars.
I could beat my head through this table.
Beat your head.
Travis Kelce. Like how many? I swear to God, every time I'm texting you going, stop giving him a free release.
But it doesn't even matter because they're just
No,
going
it
to throw it
does
to
matter.
somebody else.
No, because
they had completions to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other people. So it's not just Travis Kelce.
No, but Travis Kelce's moving the chains like every other
He
play.
is.
And it's fucking annoying that they, like, he has a free release every time.
Yeah.
Oh, free release. And whoa, you get 10 yards. Oh, how does he do it? I gotta hear on the fucking broadcast. And it's just driving me nuts because I've seen Patriots games where this guy's Patrick Chung takes this guy out.
No, nobody takes him out.
All right, Patrick Chung played really well.
I've seen people take out Gronk too, like Earl Thomas. Well,
what, you mean when he like
I'm just saying.
bazookaed to the chest?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Yeah,
Earl Thomas was an All-Pro.
I know.
He's probably gonna be a Hall
You
of
know who
Famer
else
someday.
is? Travis Kelce.
Well, yeah, no, he is.
He's
No,
awesome.
he is. It just drives me crazy because they're getting burned by him. It's like the play that Patrick Mahomes was like talking to him after the play and he like fucked up or something.
Yeah.
He was getting pushed around.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. I swear to God.
He wasn't getting pushed around. He came. He
No,
curled
and
out.
he got hit by
curled out to the
Levante
left.
David.
No, and he started coming back over into the throwing lane. That's why Pat Mahomes was yelling at him because he was coming back over into the throwing lane. You
No,
know?
but he was getting pushed around, and that's it. That's how you beat him. You gotta do like Tony Gonzalez. Like I remember when the Pats played the Falcons that one year, they put 2 guys on him. And it's like, dude, you're not going nowhere.
I think it's funny. You think this guy just now became the number 5 in receiving yards for tight end.
Congratulations.
He passed Rob Gronkowski, I'm pretty sure.
For now. No, I'm just kidding.
So you think that
He is a receiver. That's all he does.
No team can figure out that they just need to hit him at the line, and then he'll no longer be able to catch the ball.
No, honestly, it's like a huge pet peeve of mine because I watch this shit and I'm just going, that's why Hill would run up top, all the defenders chase him. And here's Kelce sitting there. No one even touched him. He moves up 10 yards and just turns around. Everyone's 10 yards away from him. And it's like, how do you not covering him?
There's no Hill now, and why is he still doing that?
Exactly why I'm telling. That's why I'm texting you, going, dude, why is this guy
Because that's not all that it is. Travis Kelce.
like? Why isn't Levante David just playing right off him and just bump him? I'd love to see. You know what? If you get a couple flags, I'd be okay with it. Toughen this guy up, throw him around a little bit.
I'm just saying, the Chiefs are easily the best team in the league.
I will say this though. No, I don't think so. Honestly, I wouldn't even be afraid if I think the Chiefs would lose to the Buccaneers if they played again.
No, they won't.
I don't even think they were the best team on the field today. I think that the Buccaneers just blew it.
All right, this is. I mean,
I know. I'm telling you.
Yes, because Leonard Fournette's 3 carries for -3 yards proves that the Bucs were a better team.
No,
right?
What does that mean?
The Bucs were crap. They couldn't run the ball.
Okay, so they weren't really stopped by the defense whatsoever. The Chiefs' defense. I mean, it was 31-41, and honestly, they could have just done this all night.
You're right. The Chiefs could have kept scoring all night.
Yeah, the Bucs too.
The Bucs didn't score all night though. They were stopped. They only put up 3 points in the first quarter.
Okay,
compared to Kansas City's 14.
But they barely had the ball.
But that's because
the first play of the game. So even if you take away the first play of the game, which was the kickoff, fumbles right away. So, and it's a rookie. Fumbles, they first play bang, touchdown. It's a 3-point game.
But we don't take away that.
No, but I'm just, and then what happened? Snead came in and fumbled Brady. Okay, so they just fucked up in 2 spots, and that's decided the game. As far as what I'm saying in my head.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
But that's not.
They picked Mahomes once, but I don't even think they really got anything out of it.
They didn't.
It's like stuff like that, you know. It just they weren't really.
Tampa
Bay
Bay punted 3 times. Chiefs only punted once.
Camarda fucked up so many times. Rookie punter.
What did he fuck up? You mean
on a kickoff
when he didn't by tackling Pacheco by right around halftime, to stop a touchdown? That's how he fucked up.
Yeah. Pacheco's awesome. I told you. Remember in the preseason?
Yeah.
Remember in the preseason? I said this guy right here.
But you said Camarda fucked up when he didn't. He saved a touchdown.
Yeah. Okay. We just scored the touchdown. We got to stop him. Oh, why don't we just let him start at the 40 because I'm going to kick it out of bounds?
Yeah. Well, he's a rookie.
Let me punt it. And it only went 30 yards. 30 yards?
He averaged 41.7 yards on 3 punts. That's not that bad.
No, that's not that bad. But when the defense just can't stop him at all. Logan Ryan got hurt. That sucks.
I saw. Yep.
And he was out for the whole game.
I'm just saying.
Even though Neal he was kind of a thumper.
Who?
Keanu Neal.
Oh, Keanu Neal? Yeah.
He looks good.
He was a linebacker
especially
last year.
For him. Well, he was coming in at safety. But especially for him, this is real time even playing. He's been playing just special teams. He played pretty good.
Playing him more.
Well, I actually liked that they played him. So, like I said, I mean, overall with this game, it was such a tough game for me to watch.
Of course it was.
And I don't think anything of it. I just think
what you should think is the Kansas City Chiefs are so much better than any other team on offense.
I don't even see that at all. I don't.
But it's true.
I don't even think their offense is that great.
I mean, they had 190 rushing yards.
Yeah, I
thought the Buccaneers were supposed to be some great run-stopping team.
They would if Hicks was here.
One guy makes up
every one of the catches. So let me say this. 100%. They went into this game like it was the Super Bowl. They were like, "Fuck, we got killed on this field." You could tell.
I think they went into the game with Pat Mahomes healthy compared to the Super Bowl where he wasn't healthy.
No. That's crazy. No, they were literally embarrassed about the Super Bowl, and this is their revenge game.
Pat Mahomes had surgery on his foot after that game.
I know, his big toe, whatever. He also got stepped on tonight.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's all we can do to this guy. Can't you just hit him a little more?
I'm just saying. Jesus. I mean, the Bucs. There's nothing wrong.
There's
with the
upside.
Their offense looked the best that it's looked all year.
Well, you know why? It's because they got half their guys back. Even though Jones, he made one catch. He wasn't on the field. So he's still hurt. He literally, I think it was just a situational.
Sure.
You know who's a stud today? Mike Evans.
Of course he is. He's a stud I don't know why I have to keep telling you Mike Evans is easily the best receiver on your team. Might even be the best receiver in the league.
I would still take a healthy Godwin.
Of course you would, because you're wrong. Godwin only goes over the middle. Mike Evans makes the tough catches.
He does make some tough catches.
He is a monster.
When he in the corner of the end zone,
I think he's a baby and whines a lot, but he is.
Well, I don't think he whines a lot. He takes some hits.
Sure, but he's always limping. I hate it.
He does always limp.
I think he's still the best receiver.
No, but he always plays.
Yeah,
he might go out for a play and then he's back in.
Yep.
Like Julio Jones. Well, he's always on the sideline, or he's not even at the fucking game. But Mike Evans in the corner of the end zone with that touchdown he got, not many people make that.
No.
Almost none.
No.
I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah, he got hit hard on the touchdown that he caught
he
over
popped
the
right
middle
back
today.
Up.
No problem.
And the penalty. No, he was pretty good.
Yep.
I still think they're missing Gronkowski.
I mean,
they're trying to get. So they went to Cade Otton, who's their rookie from Washington.
Yep.
And he's gonna be Brait. He's almost close to Brait now, but they're kind of working him into the offense, so they're going to be at that point pretty soon. But I still think Gronk's coming back. Maybe he was at the game. I fucking hope so. I hope he's like, all right, I'll come back.
I mean,
But how many touchdowns did he have today? I gotta look at the box
Brady?
score of this. Yeah, what was the score? What was the stats?
Brady was 39 for 52 for 385 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He looked great. I mean, he was just honestly, I wasn't afraid of their defense whatsoever. Other than in our line sucks. So Chris Jones was going against Luke Gedeke.
But these are things like the Chiefs line sucked in the Super Bowl, but you're praising the Buccaneers for how good they played in the Super Bowl, but you're saying the Buccaneers had all these issues today.
No, but I don't actually.
I know you're not
because I don't care about the Super Bowl
of course
versus
you're
this
not.
game.
But
They're two different teams.
But it's the same exact. But it's not really two different teams.
It is.
A majority of the players are.
You know what the difference is between the Super Bowl and this? When they lost in the Super Bowl, the Chiefs never run the ball. They're running the ball now.
They ran the ball in the Super Bowl too.
No, all those years they could care less.
They had crappy offensive line.
No, but Patrick Mahomes.
But that's my point.
This year, and a little bit of last year is when he started running the ball. They didn't run the ball at all
because they had a good offensive line. Is the point?
No,
they
but
couldn't run the ball before. Now they can because Creed Humphrey's there. Because the guy from New England came over. Joe Tooney came over.
Yeah,
Orlando Brown.
Joe Tooney is awesome.
I'm just saying, but Orlando Brown.
He's an all-pro guard.
I know, but that's why they can run the ball now.
Yeah.
You're saying they couldn't because their offensive line sucked. Just like you're saying now the Bucs are a problem because their offensive line sucks.
No. Situationally, like when Chris Jones is going to blow by one of our rookies, like that sucks.
Yeah.
Donovan Smith played tonight, so that helps. Tristan Wirfs got a little bit
was
banged
he out there?
up. Yeah,
Okay.
he was out there. But it's the rookies that are, Chris Jones is all-pro nose tackle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Or, nose guard,
Awesome.
whatever.
Yeah.
But, if on a situation where they're dialing something up, Frank Clark's a moron, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It was Frank Clark? Yeah. Right? Frank Clark's.
55.
Yeah, he's the one. He's always offsides.
Oh, yeah. He's.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't get that. Why do they keep doing that?
I don't know.
Free plays. Just,
I don't know.
Now, that was a penalty today.
What?
They were pushing, what's his name around? Oh. Godwin. Now, Godwin's penalty was not.
Oh, of course it
with the
was.
offensive?
Of course it was an offensive pass
bullshit.
interference.
No, that was bullshit.
It's bullshit because I never liked that as an offensive pass interference.
No,
but they call that.
He did an out route. That was bull.
But they call it every time. They call it against every other team.
No, they don't.
They do, though. They call it against every other team. And you know it's going to get called, so you need to run around him because you know it's going to get called.
So you know what the difference is between this week and last week is now we have the offensive pieces. They're getting, like, separation. And they'll make the catch even when it's close to them.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, Scotty Miller. None of the guys played. Scotty Miller, Brashad Perriman. No one's even on the field. And it's like, thank effing God. Besides Russell Gage, who was getting mugged. That's what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting, like, hit and pushed. And yet, no penalty. Nothing. The guy's getting, like, pulled and...
But it was
nothing. But that happens the other way around. We get
That's not true.
The Bucs defenders always get penalties against them.
I need to go look at the penalties in this game. Because I wonder if they were in...
Patrick Mahomes, 249 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 103.
Is it going to show me the penalties?
Wait, Tom Brady, 39 for 52, 75% completion, 385 yards, 3 touchdowns, 122 QBR.
Mm-hmm.
Rachaad White, even though he had the fumble, which was so... I actually cringe every time. Darden fumbles, White fumbles. These rookies just can't hold on to the effing ball. But I think Rachaad White's going to be a really good receiving threat for us.
Okay.
He's very quick.
So penalties, they both have the exact same amount of penalties. So if you're saying that it's only happening on your side, I guess they didn't have the same amount because the Chiefs had 4 for 32, and the Bucs had 5 for 40. So basically it's a wash. So calls aren't being made on both sides.
No, but that fucked everything up because they could have tied the game up or within 3 points. They could have made it within 3 points.
With the Chris Godwin.
Yeah, that's
offensive
what
pass
I'm.
interference.
That's
But that gets called everywhere. I've seen it like 15 times already this year. It gets called all the time. It was called in New England all the time.
That's not so. Okay, so
I'm just
as much as I'm saying this, like I don't want you to think like that's why we lost the game.
no, of course not.
We lost the game because
The Chiefs are better.
no. We lost the game because the Chiefs receivers, like I said, I was texting you this. It's like 5 to 10 yards. They're catching it. No one's even around them, and they'd get like 10 yards, or like Pacheco
Yeah.
would run for like 9 yards and he needs 1 yard.
Yep.
Oh, what'd you think of Hilaire missing that catch?
Horrible.
Oh my God, that's why I
imagine they
think
did.
Pacheco's gonna take over.
No, he's not. How can you take? I mean, Pacheco is playing good.
He's playing out of his mind.
He's not.
Seventh
I mean,
round. He's a rookie.
That's fine. Yeah. But Clyde Edwards-Helaire is playing awesome too.
He doesn't have the same force after contact.
But you don't want somebody to have the same force after contact. You need a contrast to your other running back. You need somebody that is agile, and then you need a big power guy.
Like Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette.
Exactly.
I gotcha.
You know,
And
it's
they're not even using Ronald Jones.
because he's on the Chiefs.
He's on the
Because
Chiefs.
he's trash.
No, he's not trash. He's a starting running back in this league.
He's not a starting running back, and that's why he couldn't keep the starting job in Tampa
You know why-
Bay
you know why
before.
I'm a Tampa fan.
Yeah.
And you know why he couldn't? Is because I think they had to make Leonard Fournette happy. First off, Leonard Fournette can block better than Ronald. And
First off, Leonard Fournette's a better running back than Ronald.
yeah, but he's slower. So if
No.
you need, Rashad White is faster.
Mm-hmm.
He'll like if you need a speed guy,
Sure.
you use him. And that's why I think that they wanted him is they want to develop him as a passer.
Yeah.
And also, Fournette's got too many miles on his legs. Like this game, literally, as much as I want them to win, it doesn't mean much in the long run.
Why doesn't it though?
Well, because they're still going to finish and they're going to go into the playoffs. It'd be nice to have the win for like a tiebreaker.
Are we sure they're gonna?
But I'm not worried. I mean, they're not going to face. They're going to face the Chiefs in the Super Bowl if they
Sure.
fight. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean,
It's not a tiebreaker. But other than that,
I mean, it will be a tiebreaker. You know,
oh, you mean if in the conference against
course,
another
yeah,
conference
absolutely.
team? Yeah. But I actually think a lot of the, besides the Eagles, who are probably going to be the number 1 seed, it's going to be a wash within the other teams. I think the Bucs are just as talented as everyone else.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Where I get nervous, and this is my kind of preview here, is the Buccaneers versus the Eagles. That is not a good matchup.
Are they playing?
No, but if
Oh,
in the playoffs, if that
okay.
ever happens,
Yep.
the Bucs defensive, everyone needs to be healthy, and you need what's his name, the center. Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Redhead. What the hell is his name?
Ryan Jensen.
Ryan Jensen. Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Painsley is a good backup,
This,
but
these are the issues that I have. Is that every team has injuries.
Of course,
Bailey
of course.
Zappi's a third-string quarterback, and he came in without anything, and he still played.
everyone else was intact.
pretty good.
They
huh?
haven't had many injuries on offense. Ty Montgomery,
But that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what matters.
besides
You know?
Mac Jones, obviously.
Yeah.
And Hoyer.
Yeah.
But it's the
that's-
same position going down.
Sure, but
They've stayed relatively healthy.
Sure, but he came in and he had to work with what he had. That's the issue. Tom Brady doesn't like to work with what he has.
No, it's just they're not.
Because you said it. He needs to have his best wide receivers out there for him to be good.
No, I need to defend myself here. No. No, he's literally hitting him in the hands. They swing it, they catch it, and like a guy contacts him, and the ball just flies in the air and like out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's doing his job. They're not doing theirs. You know what I mean? You're taught as a receiver. If it touches your hands, you're supposed to catch the ball.
Yep.
It's no longer the quarterback's problem.
Okay.
If it hits you, you catch it.
Okay.
Like Walker in the Super Bowl in 2011.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay.
But no, that's so.
That didn't affect the Chiefs
Mike
when
Evans-
Clyde Edwards-Helaire dropped a wide open pass.
No, it did. I said that was.
But it didn't
that was
affect them. They
bad.
won the game.
Well, it's because they're.
But I'm just saying.
They didn't have to punt.
Huh?
It was like the Bills versus the Pats. They didn't punt once. Well, they punted once in the end.
But you're using. I mean, that those aren't.
You're not going to win a game if your defense can't make a stop for you.
You're
if
right.
you score 31 points, you should win the game.
You're right.
Okay? Why did the Buccaneers lose? This is all I'm trying to say. Why did the Buccaneers lose?
Not because of
Because
dropped
their
passes.
defense. It was their defense, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say.
No, sure, but you're saying these things.
I don't question Brady. Is where I'm really trying to
Of
get.
course
at.
not, because Brady can't do.
He did his job.
these other guys are doing their job too.
Yeah.
Well,
the
why
Chiefs,
wasn't
the Chiefs did their job better.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Bucs hurt themselves is what I'm trying
Mm-hmm.
to say. The 2 fumbles, that's what I think caused the game.
Tom Brady fumbled.
Well, that's true, but I mean, I don't really blame him.
Of course not, because you can't blame Tom Brady for anything. That's part of the whole situation here.
Oh, come on.
Is that everything? It's like somebody else's fault.
No.
Like their defense carried them the first 3 games. Tom Brady and the offense only had 4 touchdowns through the first 3 games. Okay, their defense is what carried them.
Well, because he had no one on offense because of injuries and
The
suspension.
first game they had
played some really tough teams.
Mike Evans, but they didn't really play tough teams. The Saints
are awesome.
Are they? You were just talking about the Saints, you know.
No, but they're a great defense. We just talked about how good their defense is. And their defensive line. They were down offensive linemen.
Sure.
It's like,
and you just talked about how Green Bay Packers aren't really as good as, you know.
I think they need an offensive piece. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. But you just said they're not as good.
But I think the Bucs would have won if they. But they're healthy on offense.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
But they're a healthy team, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I'm talking healthy team versus like decimated offense. Offensive line, offensive receivers, everyone was out. If Mike Evans is in that game, do you think they win that game? I think so.
Which one? Against the
Packers?
Absolutely.
Yeah. They were down Alexander.
Yeah.
Give him Alexander. Give me Evans. We're good.
Then no, I don't think so. You know?
All right.
But, yeah. It's tough because, you know.
No, yeah. So, like I said, I'm actually not overly upset about it. I'm okay with us losing.
As you should, because they're going to be a good team no matter what, the Bucs.
Yeah, and like I said, if the Buccaneers face the Chiefs again,
but to sit here and say that the Chiefs are not a better team is just crazy.
This is what I will say. We'll end it with this. The Chiefs are a good team.
Yes.
They're not. I just don't think. I think they can be shut down on offense. Now, I'm not saying the Bucs can do it because apparently they can't. But no. But here's where I'll leave you. I'd rather be the losing team if they face again in Arizona. But and Todd Bowles is embarrassed. You could tell.
Yeah.
So there's like I said, Tom Brady did his job. I wish he played a little better, but I'm gonna look at this as being his first game of the year because he's got all his offense back. Thank God Godwin was hurt and finished the game. Got hurt and then came back and finished the game. I want to see Julio play more. It looked like he was on the sidelines. At least he played today. Mike Evans took a fucking back check.
Yeah.
Oh. But
yep.
All right. Otherwise, good games, right?
Absolutely.
That was awesome.
Absolutely.
I'm just glad this football, right?
Absolutely.
What do we have? What's Monday again? It's just I want to get your take on that because you weren't here for the preview where we discussed it. Monday is Rams at 49ers. Ooh.
I think the Rams are going to win.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, not because of anything. I just think the Rams are a better team.
You think the 49ers are going 1-3?
Yeah. I like the Rams.
Do you think the Rams are hot? All right, so what we did on the preview. Give me your power rankings. 3 teams from the NFC and AFC.
Eagles, Rams, Giants.
You're kidding, right?
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, my God. Okay. Hey, it's your team.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then for the AFC, Chiefs, Bills, Chargers.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well,
how about you? Oh, you did this already?
Yeah, I did it already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
You watched the last episode if you want to check mine. We're out of time. Okay. Joe, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Everybody, please subscribe, like the videos. Really appreciate it. You can check us out on YouTube, RSS, all your podcast providers. And thank you very much.